Hey y'all, welcome to Night and Grace Revelations. This is Sarah Tia. This is going to be a love reading for Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energies. Let's see what's happening. Um, let's see. Earth. I keep hearing tarot. So I don't know if you a tarot reader, any type of spiritual work, tarot readings are a factor in your love life, that type of stuff. But it honestly feels like a fake spiritualist. Like somebody who's pretending to be into spirituality, into occultism, into tarot, or pretending to be like a psychic, a tarot reader, um, some type of spirit worker. Okay. And it seems to me as if like a flamboyant energy is here as well, like somebody who's like this person's like running mate or friend, or like their road dog from what I can see. And it seems like this energy is starting to realize that this person is fake as hell. Like they are literally in a space to where they are being fake for sexual attention, or being fake just to show off, or like when they get in environments and settings, this person turns into a completely different person. You get what I'm saying? But they're turning into a completely different person because they're thirsty for attention, and it's sexual attention. You get what I'm saying? It's like they get really competitive with like their friends, or in front of their peers, and others seem to be taking notice to this. Like they're showing off, and I'm not sure how this will resonate. You know, it's almost as if like somebody kind of feels like they're being humble, being cool, and then when this person gets around other people, they're a whole different energy, or they're acting a different way. And that's exactly what they're doing, especially if Toonie or Tony, Tana, Ton, anything like that is a factor. Ton, Tawan, Taiwan. But it feels like it's because this energy is not stable, um, as far as who they are. Okay? So it feels like they are very sensitive, cool, calm, and collected on this side. And on this side, they're very open, very vocal, possibly a little louder, talkative, all of that. So it just seems like somebody is seeing someone, like they may be getting the dark side of this energy, and another entity is getting the light side, the positive energy. You get what I'm saying? It just seems like somebody is mad because they aren't getting the like treated properly, or they've changed a lot. Okay. But in my opinion, this energy has changed because they have found their value, they know their worth. you know Before, believe or Cleveland, maybe a factor. It's like this entity before was like very confident, but someone was aggressive with them, jealous of them, rude to them, disrespectful. And it seems like it kind of tore down their confidence, or has made them very tired. Physically, they have been beat down, maybe even literally, like domestic violence. So they kind of just look like they're in a space to where they don't really want to be touched, or maybe very, very uncomfortable when it comes to physical touch, or physical closeness, or emotional closeness. It just seems like somebody who's craving love so bad, but they're afraid to get it, or afraid to have it because they don't know if they're going to keep it. This energy seems like they've been thrown away like multiple times, abandoned, given up even. They just seem like they haven't really been invested in the same way that they've invested in other people or situations, relationships. So they kind of, or they've gone through major losses that they have to recover from emotionally. All done. So it feels like somebody is getting advice, seeking advice, especially from someone that they see as influential, or possibly someone that is married, someone that has been in a long-term relationship, because they don't know what to do. It's almost as if this energy may need to go to therapy, or may need to seek out professional help, because it honestly feels like they're in a spot. I heard Adonis. It's like they're in a place to where they don't want to take any further losses, and they don't want to lose money, and they don't want to lose their sanity. But it's kind of like, well, what are they supposed to do? It's like somebody who's kind of in a space to where they feel like they're losing their mind, they're losing everything, but it's on behalf of somebody else, and they feel stuck to this person. Like, and in my opinion, it feels like somebody who has pissed another off. And because this energy is so angry, they know that they deserve to get this off. You know? Sorry, y'all. They deserve to get their anger off or to express their feelings. It's just aggression, you know? And it almost is, it's almost as if like this energy is being thrown away because they're angry, because they're aggressive. But it's like you made them like that. You get what I'm saying? Like they're not just like that. You were doing things to make them aggressive like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I don't just mean one moment antagonizing somebody. I mean over a period of time. It's taken time to build this energy up into this place to where they felt so emotionally rejected that they decided that they were going to fuck everybody up. You get what I'm saying? It's like, what did they say? The child that doesn't feel the village, the warmth of the village will burn it down or something like that. That's what this is. Like somebody is burning the village down because the village didn't show them any love, you know? Deja or Deja, anything like that may be a factor here. Dishan. There may be a woman in this equation who dresses like a man, who like cross dresses. Yeah, this is a woman in male's clothes. It's like she didn't feel like she fit or belonged, or like something has happened to this woman that made her afraid to be touched by a man. Okay? And this feels like a really big factor, or even afraid to be touched sexually, period. So they may wear big clothes, baggy clothes, or do things to hide their body, to hide their physique, or do things to make themselves less sexually attractive. But it's because of people doing things to them and their body that they did not consent to, or possibly things happening to them in their love life that they're still carrying shame from, you know? Taurus, I heard Virgo. I'm seeing Lil Durk. So I don't know if like blonde locks are a factor in this equation. Because that's the part of him that's standing out to me, and his big pretty eyes. I love his eyes. I will say this because that's what stood out about that to me. They say people with bigger eyes are born into this world because we're here to like absorb information. We're here to see. You know what I mean? Observe, not necessarily speak, not necessarily listen, but just observe with our eyes, you know? So I think that's very interesting. Because that feels like a really big factor, especially of watchmen. Watches, literally, or watchmen are a really big factor. I'm seeing binoculars. So Taurus, it feels like you're carrying guilt because of who you've been talking to. You look like you've been having conversations making fun of somebody, and now you're starting to look like a hater or very jealous, and people don't want to fuck with you because of the hater, jealous ass shit that you've been doing, or hating ass conversations that you were having, thinking that shit was cool or thinking that it was funny. It looks like you were triangulating people or starting rumors, gaslighting people into believing that you were a fucking tarot reader, that you were a psychic, that you know what you're doing when it comes to some type of spiritual worker, that you know information about somebody's life, somebody's child or children that you do not know. So you look like a liar. You look like a liar, Taurus. And it looks like people regret listening to you, taking your advice, regret fucking with you because they know that you are drama. Like you look like you've been starting a lot of fights or potentially around people who only want to fight, who are only here for drama. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is too much conflict. It's too much arguing. And you are starting all of it. Like, this is not you finishing these fights. This is you starting these fights, picking these fights, and then playing the fucking victim when nobody wants to be your friend or you don't have anybody to talk to or hang with anymore. You know, stop burning these bridges. Whatever you're doing, you're burning bridges like crazy. And it feels like you're refusing to accept the fact that you are doing it. So you may want to do something, or may possibly need like some type of professional conversation. I don't know who this is, but it feels like to talk about your feelings, you know? So whether that be therapy, whether that be confiding in a family member, anything like that, but it does seem like it is very important for your wellness. So I think it's time to move, possibly relocate, change your physical environment, or get a new job, because something is taking a toll on your life, possibly on your sanity, and it feels like you being in the darkness too long. Maybe awake at night, maybe working late, working third shift, working at nighttime, a second shift, third shift. It's too much. It seems like you don't know who you are anymore, but it's because you don't have a life in the daytime. You know, that feels like a really big factor. You not being able to see anything. But it's this lack of contact with others, the lack of contact with like people. But it's because you burned all these bridges. Like, why are you doing this? Because now it looks like you need these bridges, or you want these bridges, but it doesn't feel like they're here anymore or won't be here any longer. Let's see. We'll go into Virgo, and then we'll do Capricorn. You want the milk or not? You want the milk or not? I keep hearing leaky, lacky, 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 leaky, lacky, licky. There's some type of confirmation. Are you pregnant, Virgo? Are you having another baby or having a baby? Or trying to conceive? Somebody wants a baby, but they don't know if they want to do this again or go through this process again or possibly have a child with somebody else. You know, it just seems like somebody's kind of in a space to where they may not want another child or another baby mama, baby daddy, or another like husband or wife. Like, they don't want to go do this again, repeat this process again. So it feels like I heard settle down or sit down, stay a while. A Little While by Yellow Days is what's playing. I'll put a link down at the bottom. I'm pretty sure I can find that on YouTube. But you are restoring trust, Virgo. You look like you've done something here that has made somebody want to move or start over without you. Or you are trying to start over without somebody and doing it in a very mean, malicious manner, or that's what they're trying to do. It seems like somebody who doesn't like your kids, or somebody is in a space where they're very jealous of your child or children. And they look like they are very predatory. Like, it's very strange to me at how desperate this energy is to like have control of your child or children, because this child doesn't even seem like they want to be around this person or doesn't even like this person. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is weird to me. Like, especially if there's a Timmy or a Tommy that's a factor in this equation. Somebody seems like they are harassing you, your partner, your child, your children, but it feels like, or trying to stay in touch with these people, but it's to be funny. You get what I'm saying? It's like somebody who's trying to talk to their ex's family members, friends, affiliates, associates, just to stay in the loop, just to still have access to them, you know? Or somebody who's kind of in a space to where they are flirting with people in their partner's face just to intentionally make them jealous, you know? And it feels wrong, especially if Sabrina, Aubrey, anything like that. This energy seems like they ready to get their head knocked off on some real shit. Like, they are tripping. Man or woman, they are tripping. Like, this energy is blatantly flirting in front of their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife. And it feels to me as if they may get their head knocked off, because it looks like they're going to be carrying it home in their hands. Okay, so domestic violence may become a factor in this equation because somebody is deciding that they want to flirt with somebody in front of somebody that ain't gonna tolerate this shit. I don't know what's going on, but this shit is not okay. If this is you, you better watch yourself, because whoever you dealing with is willing to knock your fucking head off if you think you about to play games with them, cheat on them, flirt in front of them, be shady to them, be disloyal to them in any type of way. This energy will beat your ass. And I'm not saying that in a way to where saying that this shit is okay. I'm just telling you, this is facts. This energy will fuck you up. Okay, so don't carry your head home in your lap trying to go to the club and be cute or trying to, you know, be on social media trying to be cute and trying to pop off. Because I'm telling you, like, this energy will knock your fucking head off and go do the time and not care about it. Or, you know what I mean, suffer the consequences and not care. Because they feel this is righteous. Like, whatever is happening here, I don't think this is the energy that should be tested, the energy that anyone wants to play with. And like I always tell people, it's not about being tough, it's not about being gangster. This is about people who stand on business, okay? Principles. And that's what this is. This is somebody that's not going to tolerate bullshit. You try to fuck with their partner, you try to talk to their partner, you try to connect with them on any type of way, it's smoke coming with this shit. And it feels like it's not going to die down. You know what I mean? So tread carefully, tread lightly. If you think that you're about to move on with your life and throw your new partner in front of your ex's face or anything like that, I'm telling you right now, this shit can get ugly real bad and real fast. Okay? I don't like this, Virgo, but it feels like as long as the energies are faithful, everything's okay. It just feels like you may have knocked your ex's head off too many times. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever is going on here, Virgo may have had their head knocked off too many times or has been knocking heads off. And people know that you are known for knocking heads off. Especially if there's a Steffi or Stephanie, that's a factor in this equation. Somebody is like, that's my dog. Like, they got your back. Like, you and somebody else is not going to tolerate this shit. And there, it seems like somebody is sorry, especially if there's a Jackie or Jackie, Jiggy, anything like that. That's a factor. They look like they better apologize because it seems like smoke is coming their way. They can already, you know, like smell the smoke or feel the heat, feel the fire. So it just seems like it's best to lay low. You know, low may be a factor in this equation, or the name Lauren or Lawrence, Lorenz, anything like that. This energy better watch themselves because it seems like the throat chakra is a really big factor. And this person may not be able to talk or may not be able to see. Like they may have some type of disability, whether it's their vision, hearing, voice, anything like that. But this I'm telling you, they may think that this energy is handicapped or disabled or something is wrong with this energy, or they're fucking slow or whatever is going on here. This energy will fuck you up. So they can go ahead and keep underestimating this person, as it feels like somebody who's making fun of somebody because of how they talk or because of things that they're saying, because of their level of intelligence, that type of stuff. But I don't think that they realize that this energy is an undertaker. You take that how that resonates, Virgo. This ain't the one nor the two. This is not the one nor the two. It feels like people are like they like, oh yeah, no, I watched them carry their head home in their hands. You know what I mean? Like, people know. They know what you about. They know, or you know what this person is about. So it's like, do you really want to put yourself in a situation with somebody that's gonna knock your head off when you don't agree with them, or when you do something that's not right? You know? Or do you want to be constantly attached to somebody that keeps trying to cut your head off every time they think they find something bigger and better than you? Because that's all that's happening. Somebody is like cool with this person until they think that they found somebody bigger and better. But the person that they think that they found bigger and better seems like they're already in a relationship. So it's weird to me because it's like somebody who's in a third party relationship, but these people are like, they can't go to the person that they really want because the person that they really want is taken, you know? So it's just, this is a mess, Virgo, but it does feel like you actually look very stable financially. You look like you're in a place to where you're not really tolerating nonsense. You know what I mean? That's really all this feels like. You're not tolerating nonsense, but you may be physically aggressive versus just handling things with your words. It just feels like it does take you a long time to get to that point. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're just knocking heads off for no reason, but it's like you are so silent that people know that this is the next step. Like, say another word, and they know they better not speak again. They know they better not say your name again, because this is the boogeyman. You may have a Scorpio energy that may be attached to you, or someone that may be very fearful of you, or is very notorious. They have a sense of notoriety tied into their name, their energy. You know, their name holds a lot of weight. Let's see, Capricorn. I heard Jazzy, Jassy, JC, Jesse. All right. It feels like the truth is coming out, especially if there's somebody here with pretty blue eyes. Feels like there's a very angry bride, or somebody that is supposed to be in a wedding dress, but they look mean. This may be a bridezilla, or somebody that is way too mean, jealous, and hateful of your relationship with your children, or the people from your childhood. They just seem like they don't really express verbally how jealous that they are, but they show it in their actions. You're dealing with somebody that's passive aggressive as hell. Like, this energy is very mature, which is wild though. So they just need to learn how to express themselves. They keep giving you the silent treatment or doing little like when you're getting on their nerves, they'll be passive aggressive with you instead of just addressing like what you're doing or what's going on. And it feels like that is pissing you off, unless the shoe is on the other foot. This person is getting pissed off because their partner won't talk. It's like, why won't you just say what's wrong with you? Why do you keep shutting down? Why won't you just talk? But giving the silent treatment is their way of handling things, or this is their way of coping in this situation. So it feels like somebody doesn't really have anything to say, or they're running out of words to say because they're losing interest. So if there's no conversation taking place, or if you feel like things are getting really dead and boring, or somebody doesn't just seem interested anymore, they're not. They're not. And it mainly feels like it's because they've been talked to in a very condescending manner, or they feel like they've been disrespected in a way that they can't really let go of. So it does seem like a separation may be taking place. But it doesn't feel like permanent. It feels like a temporary separation, because the fighting is still here, the drama is still here, and then it's like fucking fight. It's that type of energy to where we break up and we make up, kiss and make up type energy. And then I'm telling you, you may have this really big blowout, blow up here over the next 6 weeks, and whatever this argument is, this blow up is, this situation, it feels like it is going to bring this relationship into a more stable place. Like it almost makes you fall in love again, which I think is really interesting. A brawl or fighting or a big argument, especially if this is tied into a maternal figure, it feels like it's actually going to make your relationship stronger, bigger, and better. Somebody may be getting into an argument behind closed doors, or with somebody's family, friend, or associate on their behalf. And it feels like this is letting them know, like, I got your back. I'm riding for you. And you get what I'm saying? And that's where it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? You're mine. Brent Faiyaz is playing. I don't know if that song is called You're Mine or All Mines, but I'll find it and put it down at the bottom, y'all. Thank you so much.